Paul gets drunk and talks about stuff. It's mostly movies, but sometimes it's other things. So right now I'm going to talk about a couple movies, essential ones, for you to know to live in the world and survive knowing references. This bad boy right here, Jaws. Basically, Jaws is a story of one big-ass shark that comes along and starts eating people from below. It's not his fault, he's just a fucking shark. And he's eating all these people around this one island, and this island is having like some kind of festival or some shit like that. It's like 4th of July or something, but it's like a special 4th of July, because it's 1970 something, 1976, it's the 200th year of 4th of July, and we have to be all special and blow shit up with fireworks, and jump in the ocean, and get eaten by fucking sharks. So, the plot of the movie is Rob Schneider and Richard Dreyfuss, have to go out on a fucking boat. They have to go out with this guy. What's his name? Robert Shaw. In the movie, I think it's McHale. In the movie, his name is McHale. And he's a cool guy. He's like, I'm a badass fisherman. I'm gonna go and kill them sharks and, you're gonna pay me because I do shit like that. And what they do, they shoot them with fucking like harpoons that have these like buoys on them, but the buoys are like fucking 55-gallon drums that, a normal shark couldn't fucking drag to the bottom, but they tag him with like 3 of these shits, and the motherfucker goes down still. And then, they're all chumming the water trying to get this guy to pop up so they can throw some dynamite in him. The fucking shark pops up and tries to bite off Roy Schneider, and he's like, we're gonna need a bigger boat. The other guys are like, what's going on? And then he's like, Jaws just fucking almost ate my hand off, and I was throwing this chum out in the water, and the other guys were like, there's some bullshit. But after that, they come all buddies, and they're talking around, they're like, this scar I got when I was fucking... I got this scar here when I was making some copies down at Kinko's. And the other guy's like, I got this shit here when I was mowing the lawn out in Alabama. And some other motherfucker was like, I got this scar. So they finally go on the final run. Shark starts eating the boat. Starts eating the fucking boat. The boat starts sinking, and fucking Robert Shaw, the fucking badass, is this badass-thiest, most badass this character of the fucking movie gets eaten. But then Rob Schneider, fucking throws in this goddamn like scuba gear tank into Jaws' mouth and throws a scuba gear tank into Jaws' mouth, and then Rob Schneider's, on the fucking top of the boat. And he's like perched up there with a fucking goddamn rifle. He's just kind of waiting at him. He's like, smile, you son of a bitch. And he fucking shoots him. And then Jaws explodes. Julia Louis-Dreyfus fucking pops up from the deep. And they float on back. And that's when all the credits happen. And the movie's over. Basically, in order to survive in the world and to get all the references that are mentioned on things like Chasing Amy and Family Guy. I'm sure The Simpsons have done it since The Simpsons ran out of ideas 10 years ago. SpongeBob did a fucking shit about Jaws. It's called Clams. So in order to get these references, you have to fucking see Jaws, which is part of the fucking way the world works. So go out and see it. If you haven't already seen it, it's fucking awesome. Well, it's not that awesome now, but you'll understand why people love it and why, Oprah masturbates to it constantly. Who runs Buttertown? Paul runs Buttertown.